This is Dabu 7. We have a move made by the FAA here restricting drone flights over 130 military facilities. And this is interesting because I kind of thought that you weren't allowed to fly over the military installations anyway. Now, if you go to DJI's map that shows all the airports and the places you can fly, you can't fly, it's going to list all the national parks in the United States that you're not allowed to fly in. You can't see none of the beautiful nature of the country. When you're out here at these protests in a city, many of the cities have airports very near the heart of the city, which makes it almost impossible to be able to fly in most cities if they have an airport nearby, which most do. So the 5-mile ring screws that up. If you're out there trying to cover the protest in the streets, like I've done before, it has to be literally outside that ring or they will not allow you to fly. When I was in Cleveland for the RNC, it was the first time the drone told me, you're not going anywhere. It's been disabled. Where they overrode me flying the drone by satellite. They overrode it, shut it down, would not let me take off via my GPS signal. So they're clamping down more and more. And you guys might remember in Philly, when I was flying, I'd stay out ahead of the crowd or off to the sides of the crowd. Same thing with the event in Ohio, the armed event that took place up there at that Walmart. Flew the drone there, never over the crowd directly, but on the perimeter. And I've got a lot of different drone footage out there of different places, different events. And I've never gone over a military facility, but now they're saying that if you go over one of these military facilities, one of the 133 they have listed, it's not allowed. I'm not sure if the thing's just going to come down or if it's going to hit a geofence. And according to experts at PC Magazine, they're saying that 8 of the 10 best drones in the world today are made in China, and the remaining 2 in France. But the most advanced drone in the world today, they say, is made by the USA. They're saying French-made Parrots and Chinese-branded DJI Phantoms are all the rage among consumers these days and enthusiasts. But the best military drones still come from America. Imagine that. Made in the USA. And as I've said before, for those that missed it, we have a state here in America, I believe it was Connecticut or Minnesota, one of the two, I believe it was Connecticut, that put a bill out there wanting to arm drones with deadly force here in America. So heads up to that. I'll leave links. It's been Dabu 7.